Hi everyone, it's Paris here from Mount Eliza in Melbourne. How is everyone? It's Wednesday, no, Tuesday the 15th of February. Valentine's Day was yesterday. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Whether you're in a relationship or not, we all love someone, whether it's our companion animals, our pets, a family member, a best friend or someone. And I feel that Valentine's and the love of Valentine should be spread to everyone, not just lovers. So how's everyone going? Now I'm in Melbourne. It's a sunny day. It's around 23 degrees outside. I'm going for another cocky rescue. Yes, I am full on, but I'm a good project manager, so I know how to manage everyone. I don't get out like a lot of you guys know. I hardly get out of the property because I just don't have time. I'm just too busy. It's constant cleaning, 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 and feeding. Now, friends, there's a lot going on in the world. I'm not sure how many of you sort of follow the news online. I'm just checking the road, the news or online news. I'm not sure what you guys do, but I remember around 20 years ago, I'd wanted to do a documentary where I was standing on top of the earth, the globe, and I wanted to have arrows to all the countries and show what is happening to all the countries. And it's a bit like this now at the moment. If you can imagine yourself standing on top of the globe, whether you believe in flat earth or round earth, it doesn't matter. And if you look at all the maps, so if you get a map out on Google or whatever, or your books or whatever, and you look at all the countries and you look at everything that's going on, it's mayhem, chaos. It's unbelievable. It's always been like this. There's always been wars and famines and problems, but now it's even worse with this situation, the health situation that has been imposed on us, because that's what's happened. It's been imposed on us. It didn't just come out of thin air. Things just don't come out of thin air. It's been imposed on us. Sorry, I'm wearing my glasses because it's just a bit sunny. So if you stand on top, if you look at what's happening in Australia, right? If we have federal elections in May, did you know that? We have Australian federal elections in May, and that's okay if you don't know, because I know a lot of you guys don't follow politics or look at what's happening. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, right? We have the federal elections in May, and I'm telling you now, February, if we didn't have federal elections in May, we would have been through another lockdown at the moment. We would have had more severe restrictions. This is the only reason that we don't have severe restrictions is because of the federal politics in May. Don't vote for anyone. Put a cross right through, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm not telling you guys what to do. Don't vote for anyone. They are all liars, they're all frauds, and they're all the same. Now, friends, when I'm doing my ironing, yes, I do iron. I don't have a cleaner, I don't have a maid, I don't have that. I can't find anyone who can do these things for me. Right, when I'm doing my ironing, in my ironing room, I have my TV. I've got like around, I don't know, 7, 8 TVs on the property. Each room, I've got my TV. So I can watch stuff while I'm doing stuff in the rooms. This is a very big house. When I'm watching my ironing, I usually have ABC news or I have different news on the TV, and I'm looking at what they are saying. And they are saying on the TV, on the radio, right? They're saying, whether you got Foxtel or not, you can watch Foxtel or watch all the Foxtel news and all that. They're saying that the Labor Party in Australia is agreeing with and doing whatever the Liberal Party wants. Now, friends, I'm sorry if my phone's upside down. I'm getting a lot of phone calls coming through. The phone doesn't stop. Right, so the Labor Party is agreeing with all the policies and everything, the Liberal Party, but they're not saying these things in the groups, the freedom groups online. They're not telling you this stuff. They're not telling you this stuff. This is why the freedom groups online, friends, have been telling you not to watch the news on TV or the news online, the mainstream media. Mainstream media is telling you everything that they are doing to us that we need to know. They're not telling us the true reasons with a lot of things. They're not giving us all the facts or the background, but no one is giving us the background. No one is giving us the true background, even the freedom groups. So I suggest, men and ladies, when you're ironing, cooking, doing or whatever, put on the TV for 2, 3, 5 minutes. Put on, or if you don't want to watch the TV, put it on ABC or news.com.au and look at what's going on. They're telling you everything on mainstream media of what they're doing to us, what they plan to do to us, what they have done to us. It's all there. It's all there. There's a lot of people I know in the animal rights movement, in the freedom movements and all that. They say, oh, I'm not going to watch TV. It's all bullshit. I'm not going to listen to the news, even online. Well, I've got to tell you, you've got your head under a fucking rock. Because how do you know what laws they're implementing or what they are proposing. How do you know what's going on? Like the National Press Club last week, right? So is it every week? Every Wednesdays, I think, the National Press Club. Where is it? In Canberra? I can't remember now. I don't remember details like that. I remember other things. Right, so you had Grace Tame and the other chick, I forgot her name, sorry, I don't mean to disrespect her, who was raped in the workplace a couple of years ago. I forgot her name, Higgins. So they were giving a speech and they were talking, and Grace Tame was talking about stuff, and this stuff is all on TV. So while I'm mining, cooking, or doing my stuff, I do that. Now listen, friends, I'm not perfect. I don't know everything, and I'm a human like everyone, like all of us. And yeah, I need chill out time too. So I've got Days of Our Lives, Young and the Restless. I've been watching most of my life stuff. It's my chill out time, and don't laugh about that. And I'll tell you why. Because if you watch Young and the Restless, Victor Newman, who is the patriarch, he's playing the role like Rupert Murdoch. So they were showing all the politics and all the shit that's going on with families, blended families, and all that. Everything, even in Days of Our Lives, they adopt what's going on in our society, in our community, and they put it in the scripts. Right? I've grown up with this stuff all my life. David's Our Lives started from 67. I've been watching it from when I was born, 68. Mum was watching it. I've been watching it on and off. Some years I might not watch it, and then I'll get back on again. Same with Bold and Beautiful, the fashion empire. It shows you what happens in blended families, in business, and in politics. They're showing that in all these movies, in all these TV series. Anyway, I'm just keeping an eye on the road. Right, I'm going off to, like I said, pick up a cocky. He's over 50 years old. Now, friends, today we have to be on top of everything. Like I said, you're standing on the globe. Look at what's happening in Australia. We've got the elections coming on. They're all lying. They're all bullshit artists. They're all the same shit. They have not changed. Politics have not changed. The independents, all the political parties, even informed medical choice, and all of them, they're all frauds. Every single political party in Australia is a fraud, right? And then you've got other countries like Greece. I talk to my friends in Greece. They tell me what's happening there. They have to wear double masks there because they're scared that the virus might go through a single mask, so they're wearing a double mask. It's mayhem. It's crazy. It's madness. Absolute madness, right? And then you're looking at Germany, Austria, Denmark. Look at all the countries in America. So if you're standing on top and you're looking, you're going to find one thing we all have in common. Same script. Whatever's happening in Australia is happening in Greece, America, all over the world. It's the same script everywhere. They've got protests all over the world. The governments are saying the same things all over the world. All over the world is one script. Why? Because the elites control the whole world. So they're all giving the same script. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to subliminally and openly, because subliminal is something you don't pick up consciously, right? And openly say things to stick in our heads. Because, friends, I'm sure every morning we wake up, when you wake up every morning, isn't the first thing you think of is the COV and the mask and this and that and whatever? It's just, it's actually saturated our subconscious. Now, that's okay if we're thinking about these things subconsciously. I'm just going to get on easily. That's okay, as long as you can control your thoughts. We cannot live, and this is the problem with a lot of New Age people who have been brainwashed by the New Age industry. They think that you just think positive thoughts, you just think positive things. It is impossible not to think of negative things. Do you understand? It's okay, friends, it is okay to think of negative things. It is okay, as long as those negative things don't control you. Because we're living in a world that's got both positive and negative. You can't avoid not thinking of negative things. You just can't avoid it. Got negative shit with our relationships, with our bosses, in our employment, with our relatives, with our parents, with our kids. It is okay to have negative stuff in our lives, but as long as we can use our brains, right, and our rational thoughts and our logic to manage those things, to manage these negative things. This is the problem: is that a lot of people are scared to think negative thoughts or negative stuff. Get angry. You got to get angry. Got to get angry as long as you manage it and you don't, physically hurt anyone or do any harm to yourself or to others. It is so natural to have most feelings and emotions, except for violence and shit, whatever. And even then, you sort of think, oh, fuck, I want to kill those people for killing other people, for killing animals and whatever. It's natural to think of these things, but as long as you don't follow through on that stuff and you go, hang on, I'm going to sit back, I'm very angry, but I'm not going to follow through, right? So this is the problem, especially in Australia. Australia, What they've done is they've brainwashed us from the start, the past couple hundred years, for us not to express our emotions, not to express how we feel, our thoughts, our emotions and all that. And what's happened is that's gone through to all the generations. Because I'm seeing young kids in their 20s, in their 30s, and they still cannot express themselves. They're still not thinking lateral and not thinking right. Because if you go to a country like Greece, Italy, or Germany, and you look at kids that are 10 years old, teenagers, 20s, 30s, I mean, they can eat our kids alive. They are so much more knowledgeable about life, knowledgeable about everything and anything, and they're actually better educated at school than what we are. We do not speak articulately and professionally here in Australia. We don't do that. They do overseas. They are taught better. They speak better English overseas than what we speak here in Australia, because they have wanted to keep us as dumb as possible. I'm not going to get into the details of it, right? Now, I was watching last night, every night, while I'm cooking or dinner, because I'm very late, whatever, because I finish work with the birds very late, at least 9 o'clock, and then I'm still cleaning till at least midnight. So during that time, I'm multitasking and I'm cooking and whatever, and I've got the TV on, got my Foxtel on, I've got, if there's different movies or whatever, and I'm watching lately the Sky News. I would switch off a few months, and I'm back because they're on the campaign trail. You see, so Andrew Bolt is on, and Paul Murray I don't watch. I can't tolerate his voice tone. He might say interesting stuff, but Paul Murray, his voice tone tires me a lot. His voice, it's just the way my ears are, right? Right, everyone can listen to different voice tones. So I'm listening to Andrew Bolt and all that. And so what they're doing is they're playing double dutch. Well, 1 minute he's saying, like he was saying last night, that the people out there, the freedom people that don't want to be vaccinated or whatever, they're out there on the streets, and then they're showing the police shooting rubber bullets. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right? And he's saying that shouldn't be happening. If these unvaccinated want to have their opinion, they can. But then he's saying, I believe that everyone should be vaccinated. So that they're playing double up that to confuse the F out of everyone. That's what they're doing. They're playing politics. All these people. And I reiterate again, friends, it's not just the media, whether it's, private media like Foxtel, because you've got to remember, friends, that Foxtel is run by Murdochs, who also control all the free-to-air media too. They're all the same, makes no difference. Right, so they're all sort of giving different opinions. And why do they do that? Because they know that you and me are listening to them, and we're saying, "Oh, hang on, aren't you gonna sort of say what's going on out there?" They say it, but still, they're still following the elite plan of everyone should do this, everyone should do that. They've still got that plan, and they're still pushing that. Right, they're playing double face to try and get voters for the Liberal Party. Now, ScoMo's finished, friends. Scott Morrison is finished. I never had regard for him from the start, but you give a person a chance. But the past 2 years, I've learnt a lot. I mean, I've worked in the public service, I've worked in the private sector, I've had my own businesses, I've done so many things in my life, and I'm still doing. And I've got to tell you, friends, I did not know that Australia is made up of minimum 50% political traitors. 50% minimum political traitors in Australia. Just look at most Facebook profiles are fake, even if they've got photos of family, friends, and this and that, whatever. They're all fake. All of them are fake, right? Because they want to know, they're gathering data, like, online, even on Telegram. Telegram is not private. It's not private at all. Nothing is private online. Absolute nothing. ScoMo's finished, and for damage control, because his ratings were low, though I don't believe the ratings at all, the poll ratings. He got his wife, 60 Minutes interviewed his wife on Sunday night. And I tell you, I just watched 30 seconds of her interview on TikTok, because I'm on TikTok a lot. And she completely threw him under the bus. She's thrown him under the bus. Well, I don't know. Did they get paid? Did the elite pay Scott Morrison to resign and to get out of the party? Because she's thrown him under the bus, what she said. This is just Google's 60 Minutes Australia, because there's also 60 Minutes America, and look at Jenny Morrison's interview. Right, she's thrown him under the bus. I mean, these people pretend to be detached from society. They know how you and I think. They know what's going on. But they are playing innocent lamb, sorry, I shouldn't say animals, but innocent, they're trying to portray that they are down to earth and understanding people and caring people. No, no. And Jenny Morrison, what she said is, she said she didn't like, I'm paraphrasing here, I'm not quoting, she didn't like how, what's her name, that chick, I just said her name before, that was at the National Press Club. She didn't like it how she didn't smile when she was invited to ScoMo's government property there, right? That she didn't like that what's her name reacted that way. So as a woman saying that, that tells you everything. She could have turned around and said, look, we respect what she said. We respect how she reacted and what she said or what she didn't say, and that's okay. We just hope to make things better for women who've been sexually abused or abused in their life. But they didn't say that. Jenny Morrison said, I didn't like what she said. I've got her name there. You know who I'm talking about. Right? I don't know why. It's just slipped my mind. I'm concentrating on the road. Right? And I tell you why the government is not really standing up for sexual abuse, anti-pedophilia, anti-sex. I tell you why. Because they all condone it. Let me put it that way. Let me put it nicely. They all condone it. That's why they're not speaking against it. That's why they're not speaking against it. Because if they speak against sexual abuse and pedophilia, then people are going to say things about them. They're not going to speak against this. It's like the freedom groups in Australia and all over the world. They're not speaking up against pedophiles and that, because it's rife in our families and in our community. It's rife. They're not going to speak out against people and their families who are doing this. Look at the road rage here. I'm on the left. Look at the road rage, right? It doesn't matter, male or female. I mean, really, this guy's on my right is up the arse of a Volvo. Seriously. Fucking idiots. And I'm going 90. It's 100k. It's just ridiculous. Anyway, it's actually 90. I'm going 90. But friends, they're in damage control, and the governments now are pushing, for Liberal Labor. They're all the same. Doesn't matter who comes out. They're wasting our money, our taxpayers' funds, our money, to do their political shit. And if you notice, friends, there isn't a lot of political campaigning on TV, like there usually is during the campaigns. They're doing that on purpose. I'll tell you why. Because they don't want us to focus on them. They want us last second to concentrate on them, because you see in Australia we're still in holiday mode, right? It's summer. I've got to tell you, friends, it's February. I don't know about you. I don't know about you, because I thought I'm a bit organised. I'd say I'm a bit organised. But I don't know about you, February. I still haven't recovered from last year and the year before. I've got paperwork I haven't done for at least 5-7 years. Important paperwork. I've got stuff. I mean, friends, my Christmas tree is still up. My Christmas tree's still up because had a couple of trees out. So my Christmas tree in one of our rooms, because we've got a few rooms, is still up. I haven't had time to take it down. I'm so behind. I mean, you got to prioritize. My priorities, as you know, are the parrots. Right? It's just unbelievable what's going on in life. Am I the only one that's living like this? Am I the only one? I mean, I've got a big home, a big property. I'm trying to get things done, but we've got to focus on our priorities. Listen, ladies, because predominantly women are expected to do everything in this country, right? It's shit, predominantly. Don't put pressure on yourselves and stress thinking you've got to get everything done. We can't. You just can't. You've got to look after yourself. You've got to get your vitamins. You've got to have your zinc every day. I've got my adrenal tablets that I got out of my cupboards. I mean, you've got to really look after your health, because things are not going to change. And after the elections in Australia, things are going to get even harder. They're being soft with us now. They're being quiet. Even all the state premiers. And anyway, we shouldn't even have premiers. In Greece and all that, they don't have premiers. They've just got the councils and the federal government. But no, here we've got to make jobs for the control freaks. And friends, did you know that premiers have the same rights and power as the Prime Minister? Did you know that? Well, you must know that by now, because you know that it doesn't matter what the Prime Ministers say. The premiers can do anything they want. Do you know it's set? It's written down. Premiers can do anything they want. So all these bogus bullshit freedom groups, not the protesters, the groups, right, that have been saying, oh, Dan and Andrew shouldn't be doing this, and then the other idiot in Western Australia shouldn't be doing this, and Plebiscite and Berejiklian and all them shouldn't be doing this, should be doing that. They're not telling you the truth. Is freedom groups. The premiers have the same power as the Prime Minister. They can actually say no to the Prime Minister. They can do anything they want. Just checking a Yui here, a legal Yui. They can do absolutely anything they want. Anyway, friends, look, I've reached my destination. I've got to go and pick up now this cocky and see what's going on. It's a huge thing for me to pick him up. I'll try and do a video on the way back, either to talk about politics or to talk about birds. So I'm just being very careful because the people are maniacs on the road. Have a great day. If I don't call you, I'll see how I go. Right? Have a great day today. And again, like I said, I'm sending you love for Valentine's Day yesterday. Love's in the air, okay? All right, friends. See you later. Bye.